and welcome to another set of ICP video notes. Today we're going to be talking about types of energy. So to start out, I would copy down this chart of the forms of energy. You'll notice that on the left side of our chart we have all types of kinetic energy. On the right side we have all the types of potential energy. There are two main types of energy, kinetic and potential. Kinetic is the energy of movement. Anytime something is moving, that is kinetic energy. Potential is energy that is stored. So energy that is contained within an object that isn't being used for movement. The types of kinetic energy are thermal energy, because it deals with the energy of moving particles. The faster particles move, the more thermal energy they have. Mechanical energy, which is just motion. Electrical energy, which deals with electrons moving through a wire. And magnetic energy, which is energy that causes a push or a pull. Then for our types of potential energy, we have chemical energy, which is stored in the chemical bonds of food, fuel, and other substances. Elastic energy, which is stored in objects that are stretched. Nuclear energy, this is energy that's stored in the nucleus of a particle. And gravitational energy, which is energy that's stored in an object based on how high it is off the ground. So from this you can gather there are four types of kinetic and four types of potential energy, and there are two different ways we can experience this energy. These are neither kinetic or potential energies, they're just ways that we observe the energy happening. So sound energy, which is energy that we can hear, and light energy, which is energy that our eyes can detect. We'll always have a velocity when looking at kinetic energy because, again, kinetic energy is the energy of motion. I'm going to go ahead and write down some equations for you that you probably need to write in your notebook. So you now have all of the equations you can need when asked about potential or kinetic energy. This one up here will get you the potential energy if you multiply mass times gravity times height. This one will get you mass if you take the potential energy divided by the gravity and divided by the height. And this one will get you gravity if you take potential divided by mass times height. And this one will get you height if you take potential divided by the mass times gravity. For kinetic energy, it's a little trickier. We have kinetic energy equals 1/2 of the mass times velocity squared. The mass of an object is twice the kinetic energy divided by the velocity squared. And the volume of an object is the square root of twice the kinetic energy divided by the mass. We're not going to do any practice problems with these equations today, but you do need to know how to do them at some point. Let's run down the units again just so you're fully aware. For energy, whether it's potential or kinetic, it's joules, or J. Mass will be measured in kilograms. The gravity is an acceleration, so it's meters per second per second. And the height is going to be measured in meters. Over here, our mass is still going to be kilograms, but our velocity is in meters per second, as it always is.